Hey, Greg Surratt here, and I want to welcome you to Worry Free Wednesday. And we're actually doing a series right now that we're calling a 12-week mental reset. We're going through the scriptures that talk about mental health in the Bible and applying them to our lives. And glad you're here. Today's topic is rest is not a reward. Would you agree with me that we live in a world that often tells us you've got to earn your rest? But what if rest is actually something we give ourselves and not something we earn at the finish line? So our guiding verse for today is Matthew 11:28, where Jesus says, "Come to me, all who are weary and burdened, and I will give you more work to do." If I was talking to a group of pastors right now, I'd say, if your burden is way too heavy, it might not be a burden from Jesus. Doesn't mean it's always going to be easy with Jesus. But what Jesus says is that his burden is light and that he wants to give us rest. And this reminds us that rest isn't just for the weekend after a long grind. It's a gift that you can experience right now, especially when you're feeling tired or feeling overloaded. You know, there are rhythms of rest that we all need. You need a daily rest in God, and that's sometimes called a quiet time. You need a weekly rest, a Sabbath. There's a quarterly rest. There's a yearly rest, a vacation. There's a sabbatical rest. I'm not talking about any one of those. Those are all important today. I'm talking about during the day. How can you enter in to Jesus' rest that he has for you? So here's what I want you to do. Take a slow breath in, all right? Pause. Let it out. See, the rest there is the moment between the breaths. The main point today is you're allowed to rest right now. You don't have to wait. The Bible suggests that rest is something to be embraced as needed, not a prize at the end of some finish line. So picture your favorite way to relax and rest. We're all different. For me, when I think about resting and relaxing, it's maybe hitting a golf ball or putting a line in the water, catching a fish, or catching the perfect sunset with a camera. Maybe for you, it's sipping a hot tea or coffee in the morning, or curling up with a book, or just closing your eyes for a minute. Well, I want you to imagine doing that right now. You might just need to lean back in your chair and close your eyes for a single minute and ask God for a rest, just a quick rest. That's okay. So here's a moment of encouragement. If you're feeling weary, it's not a sign of failure. It's a sign of being human. Even Jesus encouraged rest. He knows that we get tired. He knows that there are busy seasons and that sometimes we do get burdened. It's okay to say, I need a break. Honoring that need is healthy and wise. In fact, it's one way to live well and finish strong. So a simple step for today is this. Do one thing today that gives you rest. And it can be tiny. If you're at your office and you're saying, how in the world am I going to get rest? Maybe take your shoes off, wiggle your toes, act like you're free from whatever it is that you're doing right now. Or maybe just stand up and stretch a little bit or take a short walk. You can even stare out the window just for a minute. Whatever it is, give yourself the permission to rest. As we wrap up, think about this truth. God doesn't want you running on empty. He wants you to rest. So if you feel weighed down, remember Matthew 11 and verse 28's promise of rest for the weary. And thanks for joining me today on Worry Free Wednesday. I hope you find a little rest in the rest of your day. And one more thing. How about we crush Worry Free Wednesday together? Are you in? See, if you enjoy these short, encouraging videos and you think somebody else could be helped by it, why don't you share them or comment or like or subscribe to the channel? And until next time, worry less, live more, and let's not just have a good day. Let's make it a great, restful, worry-free Wednesday.